That one? Yeah, there we go. Wowzers. That is just crazy. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me now? Oh, boy. Can you hear me now? Let's just click over here. Browser. Ah. Oh, I hear myself. All right. Wowzers. Thank you, Rocket. Ooh, sorry to hear about your feet. Feet are sunburnt pretty bad. Ouch. That doesn't sound good. Gotta put something on them to protect them, maybe. Okay. Wow. Okay. I did a Windows update, is what I did. I tell you, Windows updates are not as friendly as they used to be. So I had a lot of things happen. Australian summers. Okay. So, yeah, that would make sense. Because I was like, you just told me that you came back from the beach. And I was like, golly, you can't be in North America. Unless, and I don't know how you get a sunburn right now in North America. But that makes sense. I was like trying to figure out. I'm glad you must have read my mind, because I was like trying to figure out, okay, where the heck are you in the world? Must be very hot there then. That's my guess. But I ended up doing a lot of stuff. So I did a Windows update, and it did a lot of crazy things. So I basically triggered, I don't know if you know what it's called here. Let me, if I can find it out. Let me go Windows Security. If you go into Windows Security in Windows 11, there's something called the core isolation, which is basically a security functionality. It basically got triggered. The memory integrity flagged like 5 or 6 of my drivers, literally. And I was like, dude, how can Logitech be a problem? How can Thrustmaster be a problem? So I had to go ahead and rip them all out and put them back in. 30 degrees Celsius today. Yeah, that's a hot day. Dude, wow. Yeah, that's pretty hot. That's summer weather there for you. So hopefully you enjoyed your time at the beach. I probably would have been at the beach as well on a day like that. I usually wear water shoes though when I go to the beach. Just because I don't know what I might walk on or step on. So it usually protects my feet. 5 hours at the beach oh, yeah, that's a lot of time at the beach. I'm usually not at the beach for that long. Unless I'm in the water a lot, so. Yeah, we have to do I'm going to do a log transport contract. Now the beach is very, very good. Oh. Okay. Is it like pure sand? Is it like pure sand? Hopefully. See where I'm from, it's very. I mean, we sometimes get sand, but we don't get like pure sand. We get a lot of rocks. That's the problem. So that's why I get silica. Okay, then that's not too bad then. Oh, I took the wrong contract. I forgot to borrow the equipment. Let's just cancel it. So yeah, I usually wear water shoes because of the rocks. But I would give, not all of Canada's like that though. There are some places where there is like some silica or sand or something like that, but where I am, not so much. I think I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I should have borrowed the equipment. I'm gonna have to, okay, since the volume's coming through, I'm gonna just turn myself down because that's sort of bugging me. There we go, that's better. But yeah, well, I'm glad that you had a fun time at the beach. I would probably go to the beach too, especially in Australia. I think it would be kind of cool. One place that I would want to go to is Quokka Island. I don't know if that's called. Is it called Quokka Island? I don't know. I just want to see quokkas. I heard about them and I saw like pictures on the internet of these things called quokkas, and I was like, "Gosh darn it! They're always happy." The most dopiest looking animal ever. And I'm like, man, that's so cool. I want to see these quokkas. They're darn hilarious. They're happy all the time. But I heard that you're not allowed to like feed them or pet them or anything like that, which is kind of sad. I was like, man, who would want to go ahead and like pet a thing like that? So unless I misheard and they're like a mean animal that I don't know about, but most of the new stuff that I read about on the internet about them suggests that they're a very passive animal, except for one YouTube video that told me apparently if they feel threatened, they throw their baby at the predator. And I'm like, what kind of animal does that? So I don't know if all of this is all true or not, but anyways, either way, I still would like to see that animal, regardless. Every time I like YouTube search images for this animal, you just stare at it and it's like, gosh darn it, that thing makes you laugh too much. We don't have animals like that in Canada that are happy like that, so I'm like, dang, we need animals like that. We need happy animals. Let's see here. Oh, I folded that up. I shouldn't have done that. So hit B. And hit B. And then I heard about koala bears. I don't think I would want to meet a koala bear, because I heard that apparently they're not a very nice animal. So I'll just stick with quokkas when I go there. Kangaroos would be kind of cool. Mind you, I don't want to get kicked, but I would like to see a kangaroo. I'll go see those. What else? Wallabies, I think, I'm not sure. Wallabies are separate. They're like a kangaroo, but they're separate, aren't they? If I'm not mistaken. Not sure on that. I don't know. I'd like to see it all. I think if I went to Australia. Their koalas are cute as long as they are in zoos. They usually are chill. Okay, so then they're basically used to humans basically in the zoo. So the zoo ones are fine. Okay. I would not go up to a wild one then. I definitely would have the experience. Actually, I would probably definitely make a trip to a zoo. That's what I would do. Just to see everything. As I think it would be a blast. At the same time, you get the benefit of perhaps seeing the vast majority of Australian wildlife probably at a zoo instead of going out into the wild and having to wait for a particular animal to show up. So I would be down for that. Yeah, I would go to the zoo. And I would probably go to Sydney. Probably go there. And I would probably want to see, like I hear that like Australia has like the most like craziest like harvesting ever. Literally, they're like nothing can really match it. I'm not a farmer myself, but I've heard that in Australia you guys like really do a lot of like crazy harvesting. Like you got like the best equipment and you like have like I don't know, kilometers upon kilometers upon kilometers of like fields of like wheat and grain and everything like that. And I think it would be pretty cool to see something like that. Be a cool operation to check out. So I would do that. What else would I do if I visited Australia? Definitely go to the beach. I probably would try to do some sort of like I don't know, go on a scuba diving tour or something like that. Just to see some of the waterways. I think that would be kind of cool too. I think. Some people think there's kangaroos roaming everywhere in the city. Oh. Yeah, I didn't think there would be any in the city. Um, I think the only very rarely would that happen, but I mean, I suppose it could happen. I mean, as an example, like we have deer, a lot of deer. I don't know if you guys have deer in Australia or not, but we have deer. I guess they're probably pretty close to what you would a kangaroo, I guess, or not really. They're four-legged animals that eat grass, not cow. They're not a cow, but they jump a lot. But sometimes, if it gets really, really hot and the food is not that great, they might come into a town or a city or something like that. So I think probably maybe kangaroos might do something like that too, I suppose, but very rarely. Oh, you got invasive ones. Oh, probably someone brought them over, I bet. Invasive deer. Yep. Someone that thinks that it's fun to go ahead and just bring them on over. Ah, it's fine. They'll be fine. Let's see here. So, yep, I would. I don't think I would expect to see them in a city. Probably more in rural areas is probably where I would expect to see them. Okay, let's see if we can turn this around. Is this going to do right? Let's see. Nope, I don't think. I gotta hit that again. A little lower. And what else I would do? I would definitely try to go like on snorkeling or something like that. A snorkeling tour or some sort of, I don't know about scuba diving because you'd have to get lessons to scuba dive. But probably a snorkeling tour or boat tour just to see the fish, I think. I think that would be cool. I would definitely do that. And then just kind of like I probably if I could stay for a long time, I would probably go across the country, to tell you the truth. Just because then you can see everything, right? Like all different aspects of Australia. Oh, I gotta raise that up. And then I would try to go to a Kylie Minogue concert. She doesn't come to Canada, so I think I would probably have a good chance of probably catching a concert if I go to Australia, because she's an Australian, so. Barrier Reef is beautiful. See, I would be down for that. Especially like if it's like crystal clear water and you can see all sorts of fish and stuff like that. I think that would be amazing. Where I live, most of the water is pretty, like, I guess the word be brackish, I guess. Like it's very dark, so you can't really see. Unless it's like maybe a certain time of day or something, maybe, but it's not really that clear, the water here, unless you go way up in the mountains. And it's like glacial fed water. Baby clownfish, see, I would love to see that. That would be like flounders everywhere. I'd be down seeing, hey, there's flounder. Yeah. And they're very bright too, clownfish, from what I've seen. And then and they stay in sea anemones a lot, right? So and sea anemones are pretty colorful and interesting to look at too. I think that would be a cool excursion. Okay, oops, what happened here? See, I didn't even know you were Australian. All this time I thought you were, I don't know, somewhere in North America this whole time, rocket scientist. This is cool. But yeah, I think that would be kind of neat going there. Do they still have Tasmanian devils? Or did they go extinct? I'd like to see them too. I used to watch like Bugs Bunny and Tweety show, and there was like a creature called the Tasmanian devil. Oh, yeah, this whole time I thought maybe you might have lived in North America. I did not know you lived in Australia. I think because you always seem to be on, right? So I thought, oh, you must be on North American time. Tasmanian tigers died out. Oh, not the devils. Okay. I hear that are the devils, are they actually mean? Like they get like angry? Not sure. I wonder if they're kind of like related to the Canadian Wolverine. I kind of wonder. We have a creature called the Wolverine. And I'm not talking about the X-Man, but it's like a weasel, but a very big one. Maybe it's like a honey badger, I guess, but it gets very, very angry. It's one thing that you don't want to get. Like it's probably the largest badger you would ever meet, but it's I don't know, like a bear. But they get very angry. So even like I don't know if you have bears in Australia. Maybe you do. I don't know, but we have bears here, and they're like huge, big, giant creatures. They get angry too. we got a lot of angry creatures in Canada, I guess. But anyways, all that I know is that you can, if you see a Wolverine, you need to stay away from it because it gets very angry. They have very sharp teeth. But they're equivalent to like a badger, basically. I think you guys have badgers in Australia. No, maybe you don't have bears. I don't know what kind of creature to relate it to then, I guess. Um, yeah, bears are very large. Like they're like larger than humans. And they're big and fat and bulky. And they have very large claws and very large teeth. They can rip a car door off, basically. So they're a creature you don't want to run into. Some species of bears, if you yell at them, they'll run away though, because they're not used to humans. Some of them, not all bears though. There's different species of bears, so I don't know. Well, let's just put it this way: if you come to Canada, don't go around a bear, okay? Just in case. And then, of course, if you see it, like I said, what do you call it, a wolverine, don't go around them either. They get very angry and very territorial. Yeah, black bears you can yell at. Like, unless it's like a cub and mom, and then you don't want to be around them at all. But if it's just a solo bear and it's a black bear, you can yell at it and it'll run away. But if it's a polar bear or a grizzly bear, you just want to you want to get out of its way, basically. Is probably the best thing to do. So black bears, you can yell at it and scare it away. So that's doable, as long as it's not like a mama bear with its cub. Because as you know, mamas generally will just protect their baby, right? All right. And you probably want to slowly back away, I think, from a bear. Like, don't run away, or else it might think you're like a prey. So just slowly get out of the way. And then I'm not sure what else we got. We got mountain lions too. Those guys you got to be really careful of. They sneak up on you too because they're very quiet. They're like a panther. So they're definitely a creature you don't want to run into, especially if they're hungry. So and then I think that's about it. I don't think there's. Oh, and there's sometimes we have wolves too. Those are like dogs, very large dogs. I think you guys have like wild dogs in Australia or dingoes, I think. They're probably larger than your dingo, I would think. Like they're very large dogs and very furry. And they're a pack animal, so they work together. So there's something definitely you want to stay away from. There we go. We'll park that there. And I think that's about it. There's nothing really dangerous in the water that I can think of. Like in lakes and rivers, nothing really too dangerous. Really in the water. In the ocean, not so much, I don't think, except for maybe like crabs or stuff like that. Yeah, that's right. uh, oh, maybe I suspect killer whales you might have to be a little bit leery of. But they don't really come right into like mainland areas. So you have to be mindful of them, I suppose. And then it just depends. If you go up north, there's polar bears. You definitely don't want to be anywhere near a polar bear at all. So those are the big white bears. They're big and white. But I think that's probably about it, I guess, for animals. We have, of course, your animals that eat grass. I mean, you just have to be careful of them, I suppose, to a degree. Like moose, they're pretty large, but usually they'll hear you and they'll walk away because they just eat grass. And same with buffalo. So it's just like you gotta I guess it's like I think you guys have a species of buffalo in Australia, black buffalo or something like that. So however you treat a black buffalo in Australia, you probably use the same concept too in Canada. Any herd animal, just obviously that you don't have to worry about. Oh my God, there's a buffalo! I gotta run away, right? As long as you keep your distance and be respectful, you'll be fine. I'm assuming that's the same thing with like the buffalo in in Australia. We don't have any crocodiles, so there's nothing like that. No large snakes. We do have it, depending like where Juan and Jess live. They do have rattlesnakes and also black widow spiders. Those are probably the only thing. Oh, I think you guys have some sort of buffalo. They might not be very common though, potentially. It's kind of hard to say. Ooh, wood transport contract. Let's borrow the items. Okay, let's see if I can use my controllers. Just lift these up. That's why I wanted the wood contract. See if, because I had to uninstall my Thrustmaster drivers, so I don't know if Microsoft has some base ones. Let's just see what happens. Oh, I still have. Oh yeah, I still have access. I can still do my thing. Cool, cool. You saw a nice Massey Ferguson, and you saw some bales. That's a good find to see. Lots of silage bales. We do get silage bales here. But it's I think it's they did all the cutting. Ferguson, however you spell it. Oh, Massey Ferguson. Yep, I know what kind of tractor you're talking about. Let's see, where am I headed with this? Let's go. To go all the way up there. I need a map. I have to go there. Oh, okay. So I'll just go down the road. Okay, let's do that. I mean, 30 per 4 fields. Oh, wow. Hey, it happens to all of us. I'm pretty sure I've been in that situation as well. We do have some Massey Ferguson where I live, and then there's mostly John Deere and Kloss for the most part where I live. But this time of year there isn't any cutting because how they do it is that I'm not sure how to explain it, but they plant corn, and in the planting of the corn they also plant grass seeds. And so during the corn season that grows, and then while that's growing they'll eventually cut it down for silage, and then the grass will start growing, and then I think throughout winter it sort of slowly grows the grass, and then by I think spring that's when they'll cut the grass, and then they'll replant corn. I think they might do 2 cuts of grass in the spring and then plant corn potentially. I don't know if I went the right way. I don't think so. Where's that person going? I might be in the way. Oh, I see. Alright, I went the wrong way. Kubota too. Oh, yeah, I think we do have some people that have Kubota. But not as many. And then I think mainly Kloss, because there's most of the areas, and New Holland, I guess. New Holland and Kloss And my guess on that is because most of the people are Dutch descendant, so they kind of, I guess, are a little bit more loyal to a European brand, I think. That's my main guess. Um, and then there's not so much versatile where I live, but I think mainly in central Canada, there's probably more versatile, and in Ontario, which are different provinces or areas um, of Canada. Okay, I think I'm going the right way. I hope. Maybe I'm supposed to go on the freeway. That might be a problem. Let's go over here. Is there, there's a waterway too that I gotta watch out for. Yeah, I have to cross the waterway somehow. I need a roadway. We'll go this way. But I do see them plowing, and then sometimes I see like grass work. I've yet to see when grass is cut, or I mean corn is cut down. I always seem to miss that, which is disappointing because I'm either doing something else during the day or what have you. Yeah, I think. Where's my logs? Oh, over there. There we are. Go up the hill. Hopefully I can fit all of these onto the truck. There we go. I'll just back up a little bit. But it's always relaxing when you get to see people doing different type of farm work. Did you get to see them actually baling it? The silage bales? And were they round bales or were they square bales that they were doing? I find that mostly here they seem to do more round bales and not so much square bales. My guess is because maybe they can hold like more product in the bale or something. Let's pick this up. Round and green, white wrap. Here we usually do, I think, green. A lot of green wrap. I have seen sometimes white. So white and green as well. Let's see if we can pick this up. There we go. And by now they would be done all of their grass work by now. So it's a little bit too cold for grass to grow. It might grow a little bit, but they probably won't cut grass till, I would think, till March. Let's see here, put this over here. Doo, doo, doo. There we go. Not sure if the game sound is coming through. I can't seem to hear it. Let's just make one more. There we go. Have to make one adjustment. Is the game sound coming through the stream? I don't know if it is. Let's see. Like, can you hear the tractor? Not sure if it is. Today I saw a deer with a mower on the back parked next to a Kubota. Not sure. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about the game sound. Let me just check that. I don't think... Oh, I think it might be coming through. Yeah, I'm hearing some sort of rumbling. It's probably very quiet. I might have to turn the volume up on that. Game settings? Or is it general? Vehicle, oh, it's all at 100%. Let's just go over here. Just bump that up a little bit. We'll move this over here. There we go. That's probably a bit better. Let's just check OBS, make sure that that is doing all right. Yep, that's fine. All right. You know, that's one thing I don't think I've ever seen in Canada, a cultivator. Most of the time I see just plows. Mind you, we mainly do just corn here. So I guess just like in game, you gotta kind of like plow after every corn harvest. so maybe that's why. I can't see with this log in the way. Let's just kind of correct that. There we go. Ta-da, there we go. .2 meter subsoiler. Yeah, that's true. I think the ones that we have most of the time are like the 9 meter black sheep modding kind of plows is sort of what I've seen. And usually the farmer's like out there for an entire day or two. Sometimes it takes about 2 days for them to do their fields. Let's see. Are you gonna fall in there? Oh, there you go. Let's just move you back a bit. .2 meter small subsoiler. Oh, an FS22. Oh, yeah. I don't touch those if I can help it. I don't like anything under like 6 meters. I'm sorry. That's just way too small. There we go. Ooh, boy. Ah, there we go. I think we did it. I have to figure out where I'm going now. Okay, I think the city, where is the city? Oh, I have to go way downtown. And this is going to take me all the way up there. I don't think I want to go way up there, though. Okay, we're going to reverse course. We're going to go downhill. Move. Oh. I probably didn't really intend to go down the hill like that. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna turn. Go down here. And let's see here. I think I just have to follow this road, really. So I think I figured out my problem with my flashing graphics. I think it's fixed. So happy about that. Okay, where am I going now? Have to figure that out. Okay, where did I stop? Okay, so I go down a street and then down a street. So I follow this road basically at the turn. I think this is a one-way road. Probably a bad idea to come this way. Let's see. I'll go this way. Here. I made it. I'm fine. And I have to go right here, I think. I'll lever this. There we go. There we go. And we will go in here, collect. There we go. Looks like everything worked out. I think it went well. Okay. Put that right there. All right. I think that's pretty much all that I really wanted to do tonight, Rocket. Just that one contract. It's a bit late. It's like 1:30 in the morning, so I probably should get some sleep. But thank you for keeping me occupied while I do my testing and making sure everything works. So, because it was a real doozy, and having you on or someone that knows who I am to show up and help is a good thing. So I appreciate you, sir. Yeah, I will see you later. Bye, the sim guy. I see you in there. I'm logging out. Yes, thank you. Hopefully you take care of your sunburn. All right, bye guys.